Hello and welcome back to Tony G14 FM. We are about to get our second season underway with a home game against Newcastle in the English Premier League. I would just like to go over our transfer dealings between the end of last season and the start of this season. Now, what we did do is we signed Ben Gibson, which was a contract that we already went over in the last episode, and that was already agreed with Ben Gibson that if we won promotion to the Premier League, then there was an £8 million fee and a substantial contract put in there of £78,000 beyond me. Ironically, the board are not too happy with the transfer dealing, even though it was all on their terms and absolutely none of it on my own terms, but hey ho. Now, we signed Denis Vavro, a Slovakian international from Lazio. I thought he improved the defence. We signed Dominik Livakovic, who I would argue is a better goalkeeper than David Raya. Aaron Hickey came in from Bologna, Kyle George and Emmanuel Vignato also signed on big money. Vignato and a couple of signings I'm going to go for in a wee minute were to replace the wingers that I thought would possibly leave, and one of them did leave already, and that is Todd Cantwell, sold for £30 million to Fulham. Jordan Hugo went for £4 million to Newcastle, wasn't really bothered because he never played many games. Nyland came in, left for £3.5 million, bought him in a free transfer, so basically about half of Livakovic's fee came from Nyland, so it only really cost us £4 million. And Tom Trybull, between Tom Trybull and Nyland basically played for Livakovic. Tom Trybull went to Blackburn, just was never going to get any game time for us, so we move on to the following season. Franco Camargo, young Argentinian right back, needs a work permit, he's out on loan at Lech. He might turn into a decent player. Nicolas de la Cruz on a free transfer from River Plate, also Uruguayan international, 8 caps, 2 goals, worth £27 million. Rafa Marin, young Spanish centre half, came in from Real Madrid, he's out on loan at Burton. Pedro de la Vega we signed for £7 million, young Argentinian winger. Many may remember him from last season's FM, was a really good player then. Grant Leon Mamedova, he's come in from Bayern Munich, young left back, try and get him out on loan, get him some experience. I also signed Douglas Santos as an experienced left back, and that is all our incomings. I do want to make an offer after this game for Declan Rice, as West Ham did get relegated last season, but I just want to go over some of the fees that we've received. We've got Lucas Rupp, nearly £9 million for him. He was in his last 12 months, and I didn't think he was going to play an awful lot. Daniel Shinani, Luxembourg player in the reserves, just never heard of him. 4.3 million is a great bit of business. Tribal went over. Philip Heath, he's a young German, well not young, he's an experienced German left back. Never going to play, £3 million good. Joseph Simunovic got a free transfer, fee rising up to £3.5 million. Tim Closer, experienced Swiss player, again never going to play, £2 million good. Joseph Durmich for me was never going to play, so he went for 1.5 million. Louis Thompson, nearly £1 million for him, which is good. And we still have some transfer in the pipeline. Rocky Bouchoude, young Belgian right back, going for £7 million, never going to play for us. I do have a bid in for Shaparenko, but I'm going to go for Declan Rice instead. We are still waiting on Omer Biaz to join us on the 29th of August, a young attacking midfield player. And in fact, just before we get into this game, I will make an offer for Declan Rice, as they have been relegated. I will go 20 million and we will offer another 20 million in instalments. Nope. 25 million pound, that's what we're going for. 45 million pound all in for Declan Rice. Now here is the 11 that I'm going with today. I'm going with Ida and Pukki, the two guys who fired us to the Premier League. We're going with Vignato in behind the two of them, primarily because Palacios is out injured. We've got Buendia on the right, and we have got begrudgingly Damari Gray on the left. I just think for this game his experience might help us, and Ugarte sitting in front of the back four of Hickey, Gibson, Zimmerman and Aarons and David Raya. Even though I just think Livakovic might be a better goalkeeper, I think David Raya's got the right to have the number one jersey, well, the goalkeeping jersey at the moment, because he played the season last season. And on the bench we have Josh Martin, Norman Williamson, Dela Cruz, Kyle George, Kenny McLean, Douglas Santos and Plaqueta. Now I think the team is pretty strong. We are still missing a couple of players through injury and just lack of fitness, but I think that's about as strong as a team as I want to put out. Well, a fine balance between strong team and experienced side. So we will go up against a very good Newcastle United side, I would imagine. Callum Wilson will be in there. He will be a very difficult player to come up against today, but Mark de Baaf can goal, very good. I don't really reckon that there's a lot of this back four. John Joe Shelby, Hayden, Fraser, Sigurdsson, Almiron and Wilson. So middle to front, they're a very good side. So let's give these fans their money's worth today. Let's see if we can kick off our Premier League campaign with a home win. And of course we are less than a minute played with John Joe Shelby over a dead ball about 25 yards out, and this might end up in the back of the net. Great save with David Raya. Thankfully it didn't end up in the back of the net for us. That would have been a terrible start to the season. Now we are starting off with a positive mentality. It might end up shooting us in the foot, but I think we're better when we go to try and win games. Fraser with the ball out on the right hand side, gets it to Svensson to Shelby. We've got to put a foot in there. David Raya comes out and collects the ball well. Could we attack here? We're putting up with Park, header by Ida, Timo Pukki plays it through to Buendia, and that is 1-0 Norwich. That is 9.5 minutes on the clock, and we see ourselves with a 1-0 lead. There's a lot of time to be played, and I don't think this game will be finishing 1-0 by any means. Zimmerman brings the ball out for defence into Aarons. Suspect pass there with Aarons. Ugarte done well. And Damari Gray out on the left hand side. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to shoot? Oh, just by the post. Me and Damari Gray have got a bit of needle between us because he's a moaning face. We shit. But hey ho. If he plays well today, then up it up his moan. As many good managers do. Now, ball comes in from a long throw. It's cleared by the goalkeeper. Ugarte wins second ball. Hickey's out on the left. Plays it back into Ugarte, who plays a great ball through Ida, and it's 2-0 Norwich. 32.5 minutes on the clock. Adam Ida just setting off from where he finished off last season, putting the ball in the net. He had an absolutely fantastic first full season for us, and he looks to be on the same vein of form in this season. So we are playing well, but I'm very cautious of the attacking threat Newcastle have, especially in Callum Wilson. I think he's a very good, I think he's a broken player in FM21, to be honest. I think he just scores loads of goals. I think Callum Grant's similar to him, just seem to be over-pibbled in front of goal. But we've got the ball again. We get to go for a second attack. Damari Gray and Hickey playing well down the left hand side. Hickey with the ball in. Damari Gray recovers well. Is Hickey going to get the ball in the box for us here? He's got a great ball in, and it's a great bit of play by the team there. Vignato just played basically as a third striker just off of the two main men, so and he gets a goal. And I wouldn't normally play him as an attacking midfielder. I think I'd normally play him as a winger if Palacios was fit, but I can't argue with that. That is a fantastic start to the first half. We'll need to keep the levels up for the second half. I see Max Aarons and Ben Gibson seemingly struggling, but at this point in the game we'll have a clean sheet and we have 3 goals for ourselves. I think, is there anybody I could probably bring? Hickey onto the right and Santos over, and I think I'll bring Norman Williamson on. Just, I don't want the weak links in the team to cause us any unneeded pressure. Newcastle on this right hand side with Svensson. I don't know what Douglas is doing there. I thought he nearly fell over. Douglas clears the ball up to Ida. It's a good tackle by Leon there. Almiron got to go and engage much quicker than that. Svensson out the right hand side. He's up against Douglas. Douglas nearly gives away a penalty there. Douglas Santos, I should say, not Douglas. He's not just like a wee Scottish guy. Sigurdsson clear through, busting run through the middle. We all know how dangerous he can be from range. Hickey, he's now moved over to the right back. Very versatile young player. He's put in a long throw. Pet hate in Football Manager is the long throws that go straight to goalkeepers. It very rarely happens in real life, but it happens every game pretty much in Football Manager. So we get Buendia. He plays a first time ball, and you would put your money on Timo Pukki putting that ball in the back of the net there. We're just over the hour mark, still a 3-0 lead. Hickey, long throw cleared by Newcastle. Gets another chance to put the ball in, cleared again by Newcastle, and Ugarte with a fantastic tackle there to stop the breakaway. Ugarte into Vignato, taking his time. Good ball to get the ball out wide. Hickey back to Ugarte. And that breaks down too easy. Douglas Santos with header over to Hickey into Ugarte. Everything's going through Ugarte today. Damari Gray, Douglas Santos, he's going to get the ball in. He does get a good ball in, and it's a scrappy goal in the end, but we will take it. That is 4-0 to Norwich on our first game of the Premier League season. Now, is there anyone who I would like to give it? I think I'll bring on Kyle George. That's who I'll bring on for his debut. Young Brazilian centre forward. Bring him on. No pressure on him when we're 4-0 up, so he can play with freedom. Almiron, Svensson. I don't know if 4-0 flatters us. I don't remember Newcastle having a lot of clean cut chances, but yeah, I don't really have many clear cut chances. Their XG is 0.46, so maybe it doesn't flatter us. Maybe I'm being a bit sceptical on whole matter, but I think we're playing well. I think if we get a fifth, I shouldn't doubt. Yeah, can I doubt? I'm on team now, 5-0 up. Buendia hat trick on the first league game of the season. Top of the league, just where we want to be. I don't think we'll finish top of the league, but you never know. But it's a good start. I thought this would be a much tougher game than it was. Ugarte again. And Ugarte again, he is absolute. He's a really, really good player for us. Shelv out to Svensson. This game is all but over, to be honest, but I think Newcastle just trying to get a goal on the score sheet. We better. No, couldn't even get that there. That was great defending there by us. That was never say die. Want to keep a clean sheet for our goalkeeper. The game is almost done. We should see. Well, we will see this out. There's no way they're coming back now, but a fantastic performance, first game of the season, and it is in Norwich 5, Newcastle 0. Yeah, I thought that was fantastic. Ugarte's out for 3 days, and we must praise Buendia for having a fantastic Premier League game there in the first game of the season. So he scored 7 last season, and he's already scored 3 this season. Therefore, and he got how many assists last season? 17. Yeah. So I hope he's enjoyed this first game of the season. I think we played really well today, and hopefully we can continue that vein of form going forward. I believe our next game is Sheffield United away. That'll be a tough game. Try to see what their transfer dealings are. So they brought in Vicino from Inter Milan, playing experience. John Lundstrom's left to go to Celtic. Tyler Smith. Jordan Amisa, who they signed last season. Dan Byrne. Matic, he's not there anymore. Oh, is he? Yeah, is he still there? Ryan Corrigan. And they've not really lost any players either, so strong side with the likes of Ian Brewster, who's a really good player in this year's FM, I believe. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the first game of the season, if you enjoyed the journey last season, please hit a like on this video. If you want to see the other episode 2 today, and if you want to see how we got on, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.